door, a room in Capulet's house. Enter Capulet, Lady Capulet, and Terence. Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily. We've had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. So did I. We were born to die. It's very late. She will not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, it would have been a bed an hour.
These times of woe afford no time to move. Good night. Commend me to your daughter.
No lady captain.
I will. And never mind. I will and never mind. Tomorrow, tonight you lead up to heaven. Sir, I will make a desperate tender of my child's will. I think she'll be ruled in my respects by me, nay, more. I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Bring her later with my son Paris as well. Bid her, mark you, me on Wednesday next. So, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday. Wednesday's too soon. Oh, Thursday let it be. Oh, Thursday tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep you no great ado, a friend or two, or hark you. Tybalt, being slain so late, may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman, revel much. Therefore we'll have some half-dozen friends there and in. What you say to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Get you going. Oh, Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Like to my chamber, ho, for me. It's so very deep. Call it early by and by. Good night. Scene 5. The torture into Romeo and Juliet.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, herald of the moon. No nightingale. We look, love, at envious streaks to lace severing clouds in yonder east. Night candles are burnt out. Shocking day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. Must be gone and live or stay in.
Dawn light is not daylight. I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales, to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needest not to be gone.
Let me tame, let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I say yon gray is not the morning light, but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark whose notes we beat of all the heavens so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? Let's talk. It is not.
It is. It is. Hi, speak on, away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark and loathed toad changed eyes. Oh, now I would they had changed voices too, since arm from arm that voice doth affray, hunting thee hence with hunts up to the day. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our
Madam,
Nurse?
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be willing. Look about.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, one kiss.
Art thou gone so, love, Lord, I, husband, friend? I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. will have been no opportunity that may convey my greeting, love to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
Without doubt, all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art below, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Do.
Oh, fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Hello, daughter. Are you up?
Who is it that calls? Is it my lady mother? Is she not down so late, or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. But wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore, have time. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of hate.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for.
Feeling so the loss cannot choose whatever weep the friend.
Well, girl, that weepest not so much for his death, as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain and he be many minds asunder. God pardon him, I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murdereth his.
I, madam, from the reach of these my hands, would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not. Weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed dram, that he shall soon keep him company. Then, hope that will be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. He is my poor heart for a kinsman vexed. Madam, if you could find out but a man to bear a poison, I would temper it, that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot come to him, to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon his body that slaughtered him.
Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they? I beseech your ladyship.
Well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from the heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy that thou expectest not, nor I look not for.
In happy time? What day is that?
Mary, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young and noble gentleman of the county Paris at St. Peter's Church shall happily make thee a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me their joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed, ere he that should be a husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell me, Lord and Father, madam, I will not marry yet. And when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself. See how he will take it at your hands.
When the sun set, the air doth drizzle dew. But the sunset of my brother's son, it rains down right. How now, conduit girl? What, still in tears? Evermore showering. One little body thou counterfeitest a bark, a sea, for still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, and flow with tears. The bark thy body is, sailing in this salt flood. The winds thy sighs, food, Raising with thy tears, and they with them, thou a sun and calm, overset thy tempest-tossed body. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her a decree?
Right, sir, but she will not. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
So, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she know? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed? How worthy as she is? That we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that has meant love.
How now, chop logic? What is this, proud? And I thank you, and I thank you not, yet not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me no thanking. Your proud me no proud. But settle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church. I will drag thee on a hurdle divot. Out, green sickness carrying out, you baggage, you tallow face.
Beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church at Thursday, will never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch, right? Scarce thought us blessed that God had sent us but this only child. But now I see, this one is one too much. We have a curse in having her. Out on her tithing building.
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord. Wait her so.
I wisdom. Hold your tongue, good prudence. Smatter with your gossips. Go. Oh God, God damn.
I not want to speak.
Mumbling fool. Utter your gravity over a gossip's bowl. For here we need it not. Spread it makes me mad. Day, night, late, early at home, broad, alone in company, waking or sleeping. Still my care has been to have earned match. Having now provided a gentleman of princely parentage, a fair domain, youthful, nobly trained, stuck, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one thought would wish a man, then to have a wretched, fooling fool, a whining mammoth, and her fortunes tender to answer, I'm not wed, I cannot love, I'm too young, I pray you pardon me. But, and you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not have with me. Look to it, think on it, but do not use to jest. Thursday is near, lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. You be not hanged, begged, starved, die in the streets. By my soul, I'll never acknowledge thee. What is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it. Bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh God, oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return against to earth, unless that husband sent it from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me, counsel me. Alack, alack, that heaven should practice fragments upon so soft a subject as myself. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Nay, hear it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world will know that he dares never come back to challenge you, or if he do, in its must be by still. Then, since the case so stands as now it does, I think it's best you marry with the council. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo is a base club to him. Evil man. Not so green, so quick, so fair eye as Paris had. She threw my very heart. I think you are happy in this second match. For it excels you first. Or if it did not, your first is dead. Or 12 as books you wear. Living here and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
My soul, we shoot them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence's cell to make a confession and to be absolved.
Marry I will. And this very wisely done.
Ancient damnation. Oh, most wicked fiend, it is more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue which she hath praised him with above compare so many thousand times. Go, counselor, thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
Oh, scene one, Friar Lawrence is enter Friar Lawrence. On Thursday, sir.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind, but even in the course of it.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore I have talked of love. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much awry. And in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the indulation of our tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her society, be put from her by society. Now, do you know the reason of this haste?
You know why it should be slow, but not so. Here comes the lady.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
Maybe, sir, when I may be a wife.
That must be love on Thursday next.
Must be, shall be.
Yes, sir.
Come you to take confession to this father.
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be more of price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before there's fight.
Thou wrongest it more than tears, than that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth, and what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now? Or shall I come to you at evening mass?
Well, my lord, sir. Lord, we must entreat this alone.
God's shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early I will rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come, weep with me, past hope, past cure, past help.
Ah, Julia, I already know that grief. It's strange to me. The compass of my wits. I hear it, and nothing may go wrong. On Thursday next, be married to this.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If it in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's, thou our hands, and ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed shall be the label to another deed. O my true heart, with treacherous revolt, turn to another that shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experienced time, give me some present counsel, or behold, twixt my extremes and me, this bloody knife shall play the umpire, arbitrating that which the commission of thy years and art could no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speakest, speak not of remedy.
Oh, no, I do cite a kind of poet which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than marry county Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away this shame, thou that hopes with death himself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I will give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap, rather than marry Paris, from off the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, or shut me nightly in a charnel house, or covered white with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls, or bid me to go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud, things that, to hear them told, have made me tremble, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Oh, hold that. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in my chamber. Take now this vial, being that infant, and this distilled liquor, drink, which presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes, thy eyes' windows fall like death. When he shuts up from day, like each part, deprived of subtle government, shall, stiff and dark and cold, appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then wake as if from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be born to that same ancient vault, what kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our dream, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. That very night shall bear thee hence to Whatevah, and this shall free thee from the present shape, if no inconsistent, constant joy, nor womanish fear, abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, oh, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you going. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a fire with speed to Whatevah, with my letters to thy lord.
Give me strength, and strength shall help before. Farewell, dear father.
Being two, all in Capulet, Capulet, Lady Capulet, nurse, and two. So many guests invited is here. So, hiring 20 cunning cooks.
You shall have none ill, sir, for I'll try if they can lick their fingers.
How canst they try them so?
Marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore, that he cannot lick his fingers goes not with me.
Go, be gone. We shall be much unfurnished for this time. What, my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence? Well, he may chance to do some good on her. Peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from street with Mary.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by Holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth, I am ever ruled by you.
Oh, send for the county. Don't tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what becomed love, I might think, not stepped over the bounds of modesty.
I am glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Let me see the count. Aye, marry, go, I say, and fetch him hither. Now, for God, this reverend holy friar, all our holy city, whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time.
Go, nurse, go with her to church tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night.
Hush! I will stir about, and all things shall be well. I warn thee, go down to Juliet, help the deck up for her. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll fight the house point this once. But oh, they are all forth. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris. Prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is so wondrously. The same wayward girl is so reclaiming.
Scene 3, Juliet's chamber. Enter Juliet and nurse.
Aye, those attires are best, but gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many morsels to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is cross and full of sin.
What, are you busy, huh? Need you my help?
No, madam, we have employed such necessaries as are needful for our stay tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, Vile. This mixture do not work at all. Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison which the friar suddenly hath ministered to have me dead? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo. I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not. For he hath still been tried a holy man. How if when I am laid into the tomb I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no wholesome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for these 100 years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, Gifford green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night, spirits resort. Alack! Alack! It is not but that I, so early waking, smells, shrieks like mind rakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad. If I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mantled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage with some great kinsman's bone, as with a club dash on my desperate brains. Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo to spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, I come. This I do drink to thee.
Scene 4. Enter the Capulet. Oh, take these keys and fetch more spicy.
They call for dates and places in the pasture.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed. Curfew bell hath rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, good Angelica. Spare not for cost.
Get you to bed. Hey, you will be sick tomorrow or night one.
No, not a whit. What? I've watched there now all night for lesser cause. Never been sick. Ah, you have been. But I will watch you in such watching. A jealous hood, a jealous hood. Now, fellow.
Things for a cook, sir, but I know not what.
Make haste, Sirrah. Fetch Friar Love. Call Peter. He will show thee where they are.
That had find our lost and that trouble here problematic.
As and well said, Mary Horseman. Thou shalt be loggerhead. Faith this day. County will be here with music straight, for so he would said he would. I hear him near. Nurse, wife, what? Oh, what nurse, I say. Go awaken Juliet and go trim her up. I'll go chat with Paris. Haste, make haste. Bridegroom has come already. Make haste, I say.
Scene 5, Juliet's chamber. Enter nurse.
Mistress? What mistress? Juliet, fast. I warn her. She. My lamb, why lady fine? You slop a bed. What the? I say, madam. Report. What a word. You take your very words now. Sleep for a week for the next night. I warrant the antiquarian has set up his rest. That you should rest a little. Not a bit. Mary and Anna. That son is deep. Deep. I must need to wake her. Nada. Let him take you in your bed. He'll fright you up. And think. Will it not be? What? Dressed. And in your clothes and down again. You must need to wait. Lady, lady, lady. Alas, alas, help, help, my lady is dead. Oh, ever I was born. Some unbeliever. Oh, my lord, my lady.
What noise is there?
Oh, not today.
What's the matter?
No, oh, heavy day.
Oh, me, my child. If I forgot who I was, please. Help! Hey, bring Juliet forth. The Lord is come.
Dead. See, she's dead. And not today.
She's dead. Ah, let me see her out, alas. Blood is settled, and the joints are stiff. Life in these lips have long been separated. Death lies in her like untimely frost on the sweetest flower of all the field.
Not today.
Oh, woeful time! Death, taking hints to make me wail, ties up my tongue, now let me speak.
Come. Is it right ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Oh, son, the night before thy wedding day, death lain with thy wife. See, there she lies, flower she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir. daughter he had wedded. I will die and leave him all life, living all his death.
Have I thought long to see this morning's face, and doth it give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Oh, the master leader of his government, but one poor loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace him, that cruel death had kept it from my sight.
Day, most lamentable day, most woeful day, ever, ever I did yet behold. Oh day, oh day, oh day, oh hateful day, never was seen so black a day as this. Woeful day, woeful day.
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death by thee beguiled, by cruel, cruel thee quite overthrown. O love, O life, not life, but love and death.
Stressed, hated, martyred, killed, uncomfortable time. Why thou comest now to murder for solemnity? Oh, child, soul, not my child, dead art thou. Black, my child is dead. My child, my joys are buried.
Peace, oh, for shame. Confession. This cure is not these confessions. Heaven and yourself have no part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all is for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death. But heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought was promotion. Towards your heaven she should be advanced. And we ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds, as high as heaven itself. Oh, in this love, you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. She is not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young. Dry up your tears, and sip your rosemary on this fair course. And, as the custom is, in all her best array, bear her to the church. For though fond nature bids us lament, yet nature's tears are reasons of merriment.
All things that we ordain festival turn from their office to black timber. Our instruments to melancholy bells, a wedding cheer to a sad burial feast, our solemn hymns to sullen dirges chant, our bridal flowers serve for a burial course. In all things, change them to the contrary.
Sir, go you get him. As a matter, don't go with him. And go, so everyone prepare to follow unto her grave. The heavens do law on you for some ill. Move them no more, crossing their.
In faith, we may put up our pipes and be gone.
Honest good fellows, put up, for what you know, this beautiful case.
Aye, by my troth, the case may be amended.
Musicians, oh musicians, heart's case, heart's ease. Oh, and you will have me live, play heart's ease.
Why heart's ease?
Oh, musicians, because my heart itself plays, my heart is full of woe. Oh, play me some merry dump to comfort me.
What a dump we! 'Tis no time to play now.
You will not then?
No.
I will then give it to you soundly.
What will you give us?
No money, on my faith, but the gleek I will give you the minstrel.
Then I will give you the serving creature.
Then I will lay the serving creature's dagger on your pate. I will carry no crotches. I will wreathe you, ill-fa you, Do you note me?
And you ray us and thaw us, you note us.
Then have at you with my wit. I will dry beat you with an iron wit, and put up my iron dagger. Answer me like men. When gripping grief the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? Why say you, Simon Catling?
Very, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound.
Pretty, what say you, Hugh Rebeck?
Because musicians sound for silver.
Pretty too. What say you, James Soundpost?
Hey, I know what to say.
Oh, I cry you mercy. You are the singer. I will say for you. It is music with her silver sound, because musicians have no gold for sounding. Then music with her silver sound, with speedy help doth lend redress.
What a custom knave is the same.
Yeah. Oh, we'll be in here. I'll carry the mountain, the mountain.
Act 5, Scene 1, onto a street, into Romeo.
If I may trust the flattering eyes speak, my dream says some joyful news. My bosom's Lord sits lightly in his throne. All this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathes such life with kisses in my lips, that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich. News from Verona? How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? For nothing can be ill if she be well.
Peter?
Well, nothing can be new. Everybody seems to be talking about what's still on it. In what regard? The enemies. I thought, and perfectly to tell it. Oh, pardon me for bringing these huge news since you did leave it for
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
see. You're you have no some
Thou art deceived. Leave me. Do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the front?
no.
No matter. Get thee gone. And hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. No, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter into the thoughts. Do remember hereabout it dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds, overwhelming crowds, telling of simples, meager withers, looks. Sharp misery had worn him to the bones, and in his needy shot a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, another skinned the bill-shaped fishes about his shelves, a beggarly account of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders, and musty seeds, remnants of bread, and old cakes of roses, were thinly scattered to make a show. Noting this penury to myself, I said, and if a man did need a poison now, you sail his present death in Mantua. Here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it here. Oh, this same thought did but run my knees. and this same needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this should be the being holiday, the beggar shop. What ho! Come hither, man. I see that thou art. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison. Such soon speeding years will disperse itself through all the veins. The very life weary taker of all death. And that the trunk may be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powdered bird doth hurry from the fatal cannon's wound.
Such mortal drops. When punishment law is death again to thee that others know.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, needs and oppression starveth in thy eyes, contempt and beggary hang upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, content.
I pay thy poverty.
Put this in any liquid thing you have, and drink it off, and if you have the drink in, liquid dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold, worst poison of men's souls. Doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayest not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food, get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Scene 2. Friar John.
Holy Franciscan friar, brother. Oh,
This thing should be the. What on from love him? What's his name? Or, if his mind be ready, give me his number.
going to find barefoot brother out. One of our order to associate me in the city visiting the sick and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Well, who bear my letter then?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Oh, get a messenger to bring it thee, so fearful they were of the infection.
Well, I'm fortunate. Why, my brother, the letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, don't get me an iron throw and bring it straight from the
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Now, within 3 hours, the third to get the big. She will be shrewdly watched that Romeo have notice of these accidents. But I will try to get them and keep her at myself. Living force, close in a dead man's tomb.
Scene 3. A churchyard. In it, a tomb belonging to the Capulets. Enter Paris, his page, bearing flowers and a torch.
Give me my torch, boy, hence and stand aloft. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees, lady, along, holding thine air close to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard tread. Being loose, unfirm, with digging up the graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me as a signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go. Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, Oh, woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do, or wanting that with tears distilled by moans, the bequeaths that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be strewn thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning, something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and true love's right? With what a torch muffle me night awhile.
Give me that mattock and reaching. Hold, take this letter early in the morning. See thou deliver it to my lord. Give me the light. Upon the light I charge thee. Whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof. Do not interrupt me. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my face, but chiefly take thence from her dead figure precious ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence, be gone. But if thou, jealous, dost return to pry in what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. Time and my intent are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers of the roaring sea. So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live, be prosperous.
All the same, on high behavior about his looks unfair, his intents.
Thou detestable maw, thou death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I am forced thy rotten. And, despite I cram thee with more food.
This is that banished howdy Montague that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is to come some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury or be gone. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say, a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy conjugations and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
Oh Lord,
Never mind. I'm gonna go get my wife.
oh, I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb and lay me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Cushia's kinsman, noble, county, Paris. What said my man? The tossing soul did not attend him as we rode. I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so, or did I dream it so? Right, my man, hearing him talk of Juliet, think it was so? Oh, give me thy hand, one writ with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. Dave? Oh no. One slaughtered you. For here lies Juliet. In her beauty makes this vault of feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there by a dead man in terror. How oft, when men are at the point of death, they've been married, which their keepers call a as a lightning. Oh, my love, my wife, death thou hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, lie there in the bloody sheet. Oh, what thing can I do to thee than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain, to sunder him that was thine enemy? Give me, cousin. Oh, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous? That the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? Death of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here I will remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes look you last, arms take your last embrace, and lips, oh you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss and dateless bargain to approaching death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks thy sea-sick weary bark. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Lord, he may speak. How often I have heard he stumbled with praise. Who is there? Yeah. There's one friend, and one I know too well. You hungry. Get me. Torches, you know, and relay in his life. 2 grubs of Irish stunts as I discern in birth in capitals. And there in my mouth. And that master slew him. It states the stone entrance of the sepulchre. What means is masterless and gory souls to lie discovered by this place of peace. Romeo, who else? What? Parents too? The secret blood? Is guilty of his lamentable chance. The lady stars.
Oh, comfortable fire. Where's my lord? Do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?
I have to go. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and natural sleep. Come away. Thy husband written in the bosom, thy son. Come, I'll dispose of thee amongst the sisterhood of holy nuns. Say not a question, for the watch is coming. Come, go to Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup? Closed in my true love's hand? Poison. I see hath been his timeless end. Oh, sure. Drunk all, and not a friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, to make die with a restorative. Oh, thy lips are warm.
Which way?
Yea, yes. And I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There, rust, and let thee die.
This is the place there where the
is plenty. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you. Attached. Pitiful sight. Here lies the country slain, and Juliet's bleeding, warm, newly dead. Here lain these 2 days buried. Go, tell the prince, run to the Capulets, rise up the Montagues. Some others search. We'll see the ground whereon these 2 woes lie. But the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot without disturbing sense. Hold in safety till the prince come hither.
Oh, the triple side green. We took the man from the spade and promised him that he was coming from the churchyard.
A great suspicion stayed a friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning rests?
What should it be but that they so shriek abroad?
People in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, some Paris, all gone with an open outcry toward our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris, slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and newly killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here is a friar, and a slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments upon them, fit to open these dead man's tombs.
Oh, heaven, oh, wife, look. Daughter, please. This dagger has mistaken for the low. His house is empty in the back of the molecule, and is missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
The son of death is prepared way to sepulchre.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up, to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my siege, my wife is dead. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine aid?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh, now untaught manners is in this, press before thy father to a grave.
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities, and know their spring, their true descent. And then will I general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime, forbear, and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
Able to do least. Yet most suspected the time and place will make against me of this dark murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and urge myself condemned and myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief. Short date breath is not so long as the tea is taken. Romeo, their dead, was husband to that Juliet. She, their dead, that Romeo was faithful. I married enemy, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new made bridegroom from the city. For whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet. Yet you, to remove her seed and grief, betrothed and with her, married her force to county Paris, and then comes she to me, bid me if I so means to rid her of the second marriage, or if myself would she then kill herself. Then I gave her, so to her by my heart, a sleeping potion, which took effect as I intended for the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as his diary will help to take her from her borrowed grief, being the patch the host's force should cease. But he, which bore I let her prior John, mistake by accident, and yesterday returned without a picture. Then all the purpose of came by to take her from his home, to keep her company till it could be even consented. But when I came some minute ere at the time of her awakening, here unpleasant lay the house, the true Romeo, dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth, and bear this work of heaven with patience. But that noise did scare me, too, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but, as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage, her nurse is privy. And if all is miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed somehow before his time, under the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
So I don't like to talk to you. He's over Montreal to this same place, and to this same woman. This letter I give his father, and threatened me with death, going into the boat. I depart not knowing and
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers, the strewn laid his grave, and begged me to stand alone. And so I did. Anon comes one with light to open this tomb, and by and by, my master there, drew him. And I'm all the
This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings in her death. And here he writes that he did buy poison of hypocrisy, and with therewithal came to his vault to die, and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies, Capulet, Montague? See that scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kingsmen. All are punished.
All. Monica, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure. No more can I demand. But I can give thee more. I will raise her statue in a pure gold. That while Verona by thy name is known, shall no figure at such rate be set, that of true and faithful Juliet. As rich shall Romeo by his lady lie, for sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings, the sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some shall be punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
I did not know they had that scene with the musicians arguing. Everybody.
I want to thank them for letting me.
That is crazy.
I didn't know Miss Doubtfire and Yoda were
I'm here. But then we listen to you. Bigger print, I think it's.